I got all confused on the timing. The scheduling with so many different international people. I thought you meant a different time. So sorry.
No problem. It's okay.
Where
I'm in the US.
so you're in? Where are you right now?
Alpharetta in Georgia.
Okay, so you're with the training think tank guys currently.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do they have a camp or something going on?
No, not really. Like I came here last year for 2 months, and then now again for Open quarterfinal. Went back for your semifinal in Europe, and now I'm back here for 2 months. So
And
it's not just like a camp; it's more
okay,
training in general.
and you'll stay here through the games. Clearly, obviously, at this point.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. And home's the Netherlands.
yeah. Amsterdam in the
Amsterdam.
Netherlands.
Okay. You this is your rookie year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you competed on a team in 2019?
No, it was a team from Vandal Gym, and they needed like the how do you say that, like the extra
Alternate.
alternates, and I was one of them. But I didn't go to the games. I didn't like compete or spectate or anything.
So this is your first year ever going to the games.
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Not yet. I will be, but I'm
Okay.
more excited now. But I know like the day, probably when we have to do the check-in and stuff, like and you see all the venue and all the people, I will be nervous. Yeah.
Who like who's helping you through this process or mentoring you that has experience? Who's like, hey, don't worry about it, or like this is what to expect.
Well, I'm training think tank, and Max is my coach, and he's been there for I don't know, like 10 plus years, coaching Travis and some other people. And I'm training with Alexis, so she knows like some things about it, of course, because he went last year and the year before. So yeah, actually, we don't really talk about being nervous for the games yet. Maybe because it's still like so far away.
So do you train with Alexis and Travis every day?
No, not every day. I think a few times a week, like the swimming and the outside stuff. And then on Fridays, we have like the fucked up Fridays, which is like a few game style workouts in a day where we have like one workout, 2 hours of rest, one workout, 2 hours of rest.
What did you call it?
Fucked up Fridays. I think that's how they call it.
Fucked up Fridays?
Yeah, fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're saying it's the same thing. That's funny. Do you enjoy yeah, that must be great training with them because they have so much experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It helps so much. Like I'm used to training in Amsterdam in Vandal Gym, and the level is like obviously lower there, so it makes a big difference if like Alexis and Travis like beat me basically every workout.
Are you a coach too? Like a CrossFit coach?
No.
Okay. How did you get into CrossFit?
So a few years ago, like in 2016, I think, I went to South Africa to study, and I came back and I gained some weight. And then my mom said there was a new gym opening in the neighborhood, and that was like a CrossFit-ish gym, like more strength conditioning. So I tried that to lose some weight,
Oh, great.
and yeah,
And you lost weight, and then you realized at some point in that journey that you were really good. And
yeah.
then,
It's not like I was fat or anything or like overweight. I just wanted to lose like 2 pounds, like everyone, I guess. And then I did like a lot of workouts and loved it, and then trained every day and started to be like more competitive.
from when you started CrossFit to when you became more competitive, what was that time frame like? Was that 5 months, or was that 2 years, or was that a
Yeah,
month?
I think I did my first like skilled competition after like a year ish. Yeah,
That's quick. That's really
yeah, but that was just like it was skilled. So I remember that they had double unders in the workout, and I was like, "Why do you have double unders? It's not like a skilled movement because I couldn't do it yet. So it's not like a proper level."
that's funny. What are your strengths? What are you good at?
It always was just my strength, and now I feel like we've worked on conditioning like so much that it's not like it's more balanced now. But in general, my best workouts are like with heavier weights.
It's funny because I do ask people that question on these calls, and like the thing is, if you're at the games now, everyone is so well rounded. Like,
Yeah.
uh, there's not people don't have many flaws to make it to this level relative to the field of individuals there. They might not be as good as the strongest or as fast as the fastest, but you guys are all
Hmm.
so well rounded. So your programming, you said you don't train with Alexis and Travis. Do they have specific programming just for you most of the week?
Yeah, we all have like individual programming, and then some days, I would say like almost every day we do one workout together, but
Okay.
not like the full day.
Do you like Georgia?
Not really.
You can't
No.
wait to get home.
No, it's not like that. Like I like the gym and I like the people here, but I can't say like I don't really like the car culture. Like we have to go everywhere by car, and everything is so far away, and it's so hot. Yeah, I like living in Amsterdam, so I do miss Amsterdam sometimes. Yeah,
Do you drive here or no?
no, but
Have you
it's
been
like
on
a 5 minutes walk for me to the gym.
5 minute walk to the gym?
Hmm.
That's not so bad.
I know that's perfect. That's perfect.
Have you
But
been
just like groceries or something, I need to get a car or like organize something to get groceries or I have to order it. Just so much effort. Yeah.
do you are you excited about Chad?
Mm, well, excited is a strong word, but I think I do like the workout. I've never done it, but yeah, it's a lot. I don't
That's
know, and I'm also wondering what a twist will be. Can be anything.
it is a lot and it can be anything. Do you
Yeah.
are there any workouts you get
What's your
excited?
time? What's your time?
My time, I think my fastest time is like right above an hour. I've done a bunch of different versions. I've done it.
Okay.
I did it. I think the fastest was like 102 or 103. But then I
Okay.
tried it
Wait.
once with no pack, and I did it just to see
Oh.
how fast you can really go. And I did it in like 42 minutes, just to like, because
Okay.
actually Boz and I had an argument about that you can't go like there's only a certain speed you can go anyways. And I was like, no way. If you have less weight, you can definitely go faster. So, but I've done 500 version. I've done it the 1,000 a few times. I've done 500 a few times. Done it with no weight.
Did you do it so many times because you knew you were gonna program it, or did you just do it so many times like before programming?
I did it so many times because I really like it. I think it's a really good mental
Mhm.
test. And this was before I
Yeah.
programmed. And I think it's a really cool, and I knew Chad, so I had
Mhm.
worked with
Oh,
him,
okay.
so it means something for me in that regard. And his wife worked for
Yeah.
us on the seminar staff, so there's some close connection there. Uh,
Mhm.
but but it also is like such a cool mental test. And I think I'll say this, all of those iterations of having done it are definitely influenced why I think it's a good test for here. The other
Mhm.
tests I've done in the past, prior to the athletes doing, like the first time we had the half marathon, I did the half marathon. The second time, the time we had the full marathon, I did the full marathon twice before actually programming it in the games. So I've run
Okay.
marathons and I've rode marathons, and I know a running marathon would be too hard for you guys, for the athletes on the body. It'll just break you guys down. And then
Have you done a triathlon?
what was that?
Have you done a triathlon like swimming, biking, running?
I have not, and that's a funny thing because in the Navy, the job I did, we actually some of us used to kind of make fun of triathletes, and so
Oh,
because
why?
I don't know, just like all the bike, the swim, the run, like it's a scene, it's a whole thing, and so like I like running, I like swimming, but then the combination with the bike, it's too much, so I never got into
Mhm.
it. Um, Plus,
Oh,
I'll say this about bike riding. I don't know how it is out there, but in the States, road bike, it's really dangerous. People get hit all the time.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that sucks.
yes. Do you do triathlons?
Sorry?
Do you do triathlons?
No, no, no. I'm just wondering because you ask anybody like, how's your running? How's your swimming? How's your biking? And you've never programmed it.
Yeah, we actually did a triathlon at the games once that was
Oh, really?
kind of reversed. So we started with
Oh,
what did we do? How did we do it? Was it reversed or no? Actually, it might not have been. We did a swim, or did we start with the bike? I think we started with the bike, swam, and
okay.
then ran. I think that's how we did it because I didn't want us to do a through triathlon. I wanted to mix it up a little. I like the
Mhm.
elements. I like every element, independent or combined with just two.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you
Okay. Sorry.
are you a good swimmer?
No,
Okay.
like not at all.
Have you been practicing?
So I just, yeah, of course. Like, I think when I started with TTT, like 1.5 year ago, we had to do like a 50 meter just to see like what my level was, and I couldn't do it. Like it was so bad. So since then, we've been doing some swimming, but like it takes longer than a year to like get good at it, I guess.
Well, keep working on it. That's all you
Yeah,
can
we'll see.
do.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to do at Farrington Field?
And
The
what?
field what do you think we're going to do at that Farrington Field location where there's a track and a field?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many things you can do, not just running.
Yep.
Probably just move like heavy stuff on the field, and I don't know. I hope like a 400 meter run. That would be fun. But it's probably hard to time with like the start. We don't have blocks and all those things, and I don't know.
Do you have are you good at the strongman stuff?
Well, in general, I'm better if it's like less technique. So just like picking up a sandbag is fine. And if it's heavier, it's usually better. But it depends what we have to do with it. If it's more like technical or like a new movement, maybe a little bit less.
Do you before we go, do you have any questions for me?
Um, yeah, I was wondering, like, maybe it's a little bit more negative. I don't know, because I've seen some of your interviews and it's usually like, what's your favorite event and stuff like that. I was just wondering, like, what are your thoughts about that it's easier or harder for some regions to qualify for semifinal and the games?
Say that part again. Say the question. I'm sorry.
What are your thoughts about that it's easier for some regions to qualify for the games and for semifinal?
Like, give me an example. Oh, for sure. I'll say this for sure. Like the well, let me hear your example.
I need to give you an example.
Of what regions do you think are easier to qualify?
Well, for example, like some people who did not make semifinals in Europe would have qualified in all other regions,
Yep.
which I obviously don't really like. And then to make it to the games depends on the top 100, and that depends on the points which you get by going to the games or semifinals. So it's like a little bit of a broken system. So I would say
To make it
it's
to the
easier
game.
for some regions to make it to semifinal or the games.
So the South America region, the Asia region, the South Africa or Africa region, those the athletes there might not make it in other areas. Is that kind of what you mean?
No,
Or
I think it depends. Like, yeah, for some people, yes. Like, some people are really close to making it in Europe and North America and now missed and then see that the scores would have been good enough in other regions. So I'm just wondering, like, what are your thoughts about it? Or don't you think about it at all?
no, we do. We think about that, but so that's interesting because there's a sporting element of that. Like going in, there's a fixed number of spots, and
Hmm.
to your example there in Europe, the guy or the gal who just missed it, if you compared their scores across the US scores, their scores you're saying would have been good enough to get in. Um, that's why I say there's a sporting aspect of it because going in, that you guys know the fixed number of spots for that region, and what I would then take away from that is seeing that maybe we need to look at the number of spots that Europe's getting relative to what they got this year. Maybe next year we need to evolve that or give them more. And I think there's an assessment that happens after the year that will look at stuff like that. But what I'll say going into the year, predicting some of that stuff is often more challenging. Like there could be a
Yeah.
scenario too where those athletes' scores weren't in hindsight. It's easy to take those athletes who just missed it and say their scores are better than Americans or U.S. scores who qualified or North American scores who qualified. Um, so not a great answer, but I'll say this: it's not a perfect system. I would love to evolve the system to something completely different. We're not ready for that. I think we've seen expressions of the system that were really good in the past. We're not there right
Hmm.
now. Do I think Europe probably should have 2 semifinals? Yeah, probably. The
Cool.
yeah, but I don't think we're going to. Don't I'm telling you now, I don't think we're going to next year, but do I think we should?
It will
Probably.
take some time.
Yeah, it'll take some time. And then to go to the other regions, so there's area representation that matters a lot to us, meaning like having
Yeah,
athletes
I
from
like
those
that. Mhm.
parts of the world. So that's still in
Yeah,
place.
it's more like a global event.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
appreciate the
that's
question.
cool.
Sorry, I don't know if
Yeah,
that was a good
no, it's
answer.
okay. It's okay. Yeah, and I was wondering, like, what events are you looking forward to the most? I know you can't say like the workout itself, but like the number. Can you say that? So we
Yes.
know, like in hindsight, which one it was.
Event 1, event 2.
Okay, all
Hold
of
on.
them.
No, not all of them. Event 1, event 2, Chad for
Okay,
sure. I won't say what event that is yet.
okay.
Farrington Field for sure. The final, oh, a lot of them. I'll say a majority, almost a majority of them. There's
Okay,
going to be,
okay.
yes, I'm really
That's good.
excited. So,
Me too. Me too.
thank you, Linda. I appreciate the
Thank
time, and I
you.
will see you and meet you for the first time in person in Fort Worth in a few weeks.
Okay, thank you. Good luck. Final
Thanks.
weeks.
Bye.
Bye bye.